Hello, this is Penguin Science. So, the town that I'm currently living in has pissed me off enough to say, I am done living here. I'm going to Starbase. To be truthfully honest, I try to talk about space and science concepts with a bunch of people around me as much as I can in real life so that I can make friends in person. But the amount of times it feels so isolating and lonely as I talk about science concepts with other people just makes me realize, damn, this shit sucks. Because it's like the book of Ecclesiastes from the Bible. I do all this fucking work and it's pointless. But besides that, the thing is that I can sit here and explain all of the world, all of these things about electrical magnetic fields to somebody in person, but it will mean nothing. It's just like, wow, I can sit here and talk about all of these advanced scientific concepts that I've studied ever since middle school and elementary. But the problem is that I don't know how to talk to people in real life at points because I've mainly talked on the internet because screw talking to people in real life because I've been able to have better conversations with people on the internet than I have in real life. I don't know what it is. My life is very isolating, but besides that, I want to talk about science. Man, this script is not even a thing. It's just me speaking into a microphone, just like all the other videos, because I don't really try to actually make a video. I just ramble into a mic for a couple minutes, and then I edit pictures behind that to call it a video because of the simple fact I am lazy, and I'm not doing the VTuber thing because, I don't care. I ain't got no reason to do it. Like, seriously, this stuff is just at the points of, like, why would you want to sit here and make the next scientific breakthrough? Why would you want to go do any of the science that is required for humanity? Why would you want to go figure out this or that? There's literally no money in science. Like, you get defunded. What are you going to do? Well, I'm going to sit here and solve the cure to cancer. You can't, you're defunded. I'm going to solve anti-gravity. Well, you can't, you're defunded. I'm going to go solve world hunger. Well, that's already been solved because of industrial farming practices, but you can't because you're defunded. I'm going to go solve this. Well, you can't because you're defunded. That's literally how most of science is. It's like, oh, yes, I want to go put these two plates together and spin them really fast to make anti-gravity, but oh, wait a minute. I'm defunded. Like, that's just how it goes sometimes. Like, I remember talking about electrical magnetic fields whenever I was in middle school, but yet they're sitting over there like, oh, yes, it's all fine and such. You're just sitting there talking about your sci-fi again, aren't you? Hi, kids. And it's like, no, I'm just talking about these scientific concepts that I can prove to you if you let me show you things on the internet. But you're going to sit here and talk about how that's all fake and shit because you can't understand what a magnetic field is like me. And it's just so fucking annoying because I sat there in the educational system from elementary to middle school being called a retard and failing so many tests because nobody taught me multiplication until I met a teacher in 6th grade who I very much dearly love because she was a very nice woman and she taught me how to multiply and divide, which so many other useless humans couldn't do in elementary. You just add the number this many times. You know that, Penguin. It's like, wait, what? It's like that? You don't do some stupid 8 and 8 went to go play Nintendo 64. No, you don't do that. No, you just teach the kid how to learn the dang topic. And next thing you know, oh, hey, look at this. They understand the topic. Like, well, come on. I've lost my mind at this point that I had to sit there and be called. I went to special education classes. I was in the same classes of people who had Down syndrome. And I'm slowly starting to realize, like, the educational system just failed. Like, wow. So this has been like 4 minutes of me rambling about the educational system's failures and how I just dropped out of college and said, screw it, I'm going to go build a spaceship and tell Elon about how, well, you see, son, Space is the waters above. And I don't mean to call him son because he is older than me, but that was just a joke. But besides that, it ain't like anyone on the internet can even take a joke anyways. You post a photo of Futurama joking about whale oil, and they'll be like, oh my god, you're a capitalist, get that. It's like, bro, what the... I'm defunded as a scientist. Go freaking touch grass. I don't care anymore at this point. I can't... Creationist theory is not correct because of the simple fact that God made the universe over the course of thousands upon millions upon billions of years. It ain't the thing of, oh, God just... Nope, it all happened right there and then. No, God does it over time. God is outside of time. God is very powerful. I am not. So, like, what is this crap? Ugh. Like, I can sit here and talk about either theology or science. And I don't really care either which one. Just whichever one funds me a spaceship at this point. And I'm getting tired of people trying to act like, well, science is abstract of faith, and faith is abstract of science. No, it works more like a double helix where they have intersecting points that contrast and interact with each other because they're not absent of one or the other. Well, like and subscribe. I don't want to say that, but there you go.